Hello, beautiful people. This was a random, it's just me deciding rather than record a video for today, I was going to go live and connect with you. But because I didn't tell you I was going to do this, I don't know how many of you are going to be around. So I'm just going to start talking about the energy at the moment. And those of you that this pops up for, then you can pop in the chat any questions. I'm not doing personal readings, but chat, ask me general questions about the energy and what is going on. So pop yourself in the chat, tell me where you are, say hello. So random chat, check in with the energy, because I don't know about you, but um, oh, we've got two thumbs up. Thank you very much. How have we got here? Oh, hi, Heather. Hi, Nish. Oh, here we are. You're all popping in now. How lovely. I am very well, thank you. How are you guys doing? Hello, California. Oh, Maui. Oh, say hello to the sun for me, would you? In the UK, we have had rain every single day this year. We had more rain in January than we've had for 200 years, and it's still raining. And, you know, on a positive, this is why we have a green and pleasant land and all the rest of that bump. But oh, my days, it can be getting on your nerves, which is why I'm heading to the sun in 2.5 weeks. Somebody said in the comments the other day, you're looking tired. Then somebody else said, you look a bit tired. And then somebody else said, you're looking a bit pale. And I know you're only saying it because you love me and you're concerned, but I'm pale because it's the middle of bloody winter. And I'm tired because I've been working very hard on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, I agree, I am tired. I am taking myself a proper holiday the last week of February, well, 26th of February to the 5th of March. I am flying to the sun. I am flying to the Canary Islands, Gran Canaria, and I'm going to have a week to just sit and people watch and chill and have a bit of sunshine, which will be lovely. Much needed vitamin D. As much as I take my vitamin D every day, there's nothing like the real thing, is there? All right, let me have a look who's in the chat. Hello, my beautiful people. You're all popping in now. Mexico, hello. We got, where are we? Here, Queen. Hi. Gibraltar, lovely. Northern California, South Africa, Melbourne, Florida here. Okay, hi guys. How are you over there in the States and Canada? Have you come through all of that snow you had? And for my people, I doubt we're going to get anybody on the chat live from Australia and New Zealand, but I know Australia had like 48-degree temperatures last week, which was just ridiculous. You know, one lot of you have got extreme cold, the other lot have got extreme heat, and me in the middle in the UK, we just got rain, and more rain. So here we go. I look very nice now. Thank you very much. I do deserve a sunny holiday. I had my 2 weeks in Florida last May because that was a working holiday. I did 2 events in 2 weeks, but my last proper holiday away, you know, get on a plane and go on holiday, as we call it in the UK. We don't call it vacation, we call it holiday, was October 2022. I know. I should practice what I preach. I do take time off to just chill, but I don't often, you know, just go the extravagance of booking a flight in a hotel and flying away. So that's what I'm doing. Midwest USA, hello there. Dubai, hi, Sweden. In Virginia, we got Central Valley, California. Oh, hello from Australia. I didn't expect to see anybody from Australia because what is it there, about 3 o'clock in the morning? It's late anyway. Welcome. I hope you're over those extreme temperatures that you had there last week, and I hope you're okay. Northeast England. Oh, you're from Australia, but you're in Egypt. Okay. Hello. I will do. All right. Cold in Sweden, New Jersey. Warm weather sounds lovely. Right. So welcome, everybody. Lovely to see you. Oh, you're in the villages in Florida. Hi, Philadelphia. Where else have we got here? Southern Spain, not raining at present. You had horrific floods a couple of days ago, didn't you? Are you okay? Spain and Portugal had very bad floods. People lost their lives, sadly. It was bad over there. Right, we've got Canada, Ontario. We've got North Yorkshire. I'm in Devon in England, but I'm Welsh. I'm from Wales. We've got Colorado, Northumbria, if I can get my words out. Yeah, a lot of people have had the weather pretty bad, but you know, it is winter stroke summer, depending where you are. And we do get these extremes of weather at both ends, you know, kind of tends to be spring and autumn, sort of somewhere kind of a little bit more moderate, but you know, who knows. Anyway, see, typical British person talking about the weather. It's our pastime. That's what we do. But you know, I do watch a bit of news on YouTube so I can keep up with what's going on in other countries rather than just what's going on with ours. Hello in Tennessee and Cumberland. All right, let's have a little chat about the energy then, guys, shall we? All righty, so got yourself a cup of tea? I got a cup of tea here. Smothered in lipstick. Look, see, I make an effort for you guys. Put the lippy on, put the face on. Anyway, right. Okay. Get yourself comfy. So I was going to do you a video for today, and Spirit said, random chat, we'll tell you what to say, what comes through, a few cards, you know, just right. So I was going to do it earlier, and then I got involved with a project about my membership on my YouTube channel, which I haven't really touched or looked at for some years. And all of a sudden, this creative flow just came out of nowhere. And I spent the whole day, it is now 5 o'clock or 10 to 5, nearly 5 o'clock. I spent the whole day creating something very special for a higher tier membership level, which is now done. And then when it was all finished, I thought, right, okay, I've really got time to do a video now. And Spirit said, we could go live, we could chat to them, we could get that connection and that energy going in the chat. I'm pointing over here because that's where the chat is on my screen. So that's what we're doing. All right. So that's the first message about the current energy, is this creative flow. Because I don't know about you guys, but there's been two things happening for me for several months. And one is that I've been strongly in hermit mode. I mean, okay, it's winter, it's cold, it's windy, it's raining. I don't particularly want to go out. But this is much more than your normal winter. I've just kind of been holding, working or resting, and just not interested in really going out or doing much. And all of a sudden, that seems to be shifting just gently over the last few days. Things have started to be shifting, and I can feel that energy that's starting to say, I think I want to start stepping out, participating a little bit more. So have you found that you've been quite withdrawn or just in a very private space? Have you found that for yourself? Like, and have you beaten yourself up? What's wrong with me? Why don't I want to go out to play? It's like, I can't be bothered. Have you been in that energy? Now, for myself, it hasn't been a funk. It hasn't been depressed. It hasn't been flat. It's just been, I don't want to. You know, have you been in that space? Okay. So it feels as if you have, it feels as if that is shifting. Okay. Now, the second, I'll look at your comments in a minute. The second energy shift that has happened very strongly today is this new energy of creativity that in me came out of nowhere. Now, that is a surprise. And I have tuned in and said, where has this come from? And they're like, oh, do you think everything clicks open on the 17th of February when we go into the new fire horse year? No, of course it doesn't. We don't get to midnight and then click, everything starts the next morning. There's a gradual build-up, and you'll have heard me talking about this before. Yeah, there's a gradual build-up of people moving their energy towards this new fiery it is fiery, it's go-getting, it's dynamic, it's wonderful. And we are now the 9th of February. We're only a week away. And so we start to feel the energy shift. Now, it's been shifting for a little while, but it wasn't strong enough for us to really feel it. But today I felt it. And I'm like, oh, hello. hello, creativity. You've been missing a while and now you're back. If I look at last year, this time last year, I was busy creating my events for 2025. And then when they finished, I was like, I will create some online events. I'll create some other stuff. And I didn't. From summer until today, the energy just wasn't there. It wasn't flowing. And with any kind of creative or spiritual work, you can't force it. It's the desire is there to do it or it's not. And when you force it, I've tried that before, it goes horribly wrong. Don't bother. Wait until the energy is there. So this morning I was started, literally, this is 8 o'clock this morning when I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm like, I think I should do some online events. I'm like, whoa, hello, where did that come from? And so I haven't put anything together yet. I'm just percolating the ideas, but yeah, I'm going to do some online events. And then, like, as soon as I'd finished that, it's like, what are you going to do with all of those old products that you've got? Years and years worth of courses, classes, videos sitting there. Nobody's got access to them. Why don't you put them on your membership, create a new tier? Why don't you do this and that? And I'm like, oh, hello. Okay, then. So that's me. But what I'm saying is this energy of creativity is now strong enough that we can jump on the bandwagon. Okay. So I want you to harness that. Now, whatever that creativity is for you, it doesn't necessarily mean creating products and services like I do. Creativity can be creating new ideas about your world, your life, your relationships, any part of your life, your health. Oh, I've got this idea about what I could do to improve my energy or health. That's all creative energy. Of course, the obvious creativity is things like painting and writing. And, I've been doing a lot of writing, but, this creative energy is getting stronger. All right. So those are the two key things that are happening literally today on the 9th. Right now, we're moving towards, there's a shift on the 13th astrologically, Valentine's Day on the 14th. Then on the 17th, we've got the eclipse, the lunar new year, the fire horse stuff. And then on the 20th, we've got this huge conjunction that hasn't happened for thousands of years. So the next 2 weeks are pretty intense. But what I'm saying is the energy is picking up now. So we can either watch it go by us and kind of go, okay, nice, bye-bye, or we can jump on it. So up to you, whichever you want to do, whatever is right for you. Okie dokie. All right, let me have a look at your comments. Do I see any big events of 2026? I do. It's interesting because I get a lot of information from Spirit, and I do always check, is this helpful for people to know? Is one thing I ask. The second thing I ask is it going to harm me or my channel to share this? And a lot of the time the answer is yes. So I don't share it. I don't let you know. Okay. I try not to, well, I do more than try not to. I basically never talk about politics on my channel because it invites all sorts of divisiveness. And this channel is inclusive and it's about community and loving each other. So if I start talking about politics or the powers that be, the 1%ers, the back hats, and all the rest of that, it doesn't bode well for my channel. So I don't discuss these things. One of the things I'm considering is to maybe look at creating some information that I could put in my newsletter, right, which comes out from my website, which has got nothing to do with YouTube. And in that, I could probably say a little bit more. If you're interested in that, the link is in my website. It's everywhere on every page. Join Julie's newsletter. It's completely free. So if that's something that you want, then yes, that's where the Spirit is saying to me, that's where it's appropriate to put it. Okay. So I do see a few things. There will be some earthly disruptions. Like the earth is ascending as well as we are ascending. And, we've seen this with the extreme weathers. There will be some other stuff going on, but It's nothing really to be that concerned about, right? We've been talking about this for decades. I and people like me have been talking about the golden age for decades. And if you've seen any of the podcasts I've been on over the last few years, I've talked about 2025 and 2026 is where it all starts cracking open. And that's what we're in the middle of. And that means a rebalancing and a rebooting, systems dismantling and crumbling, and new systems coming out of it. Those new systems are better. But while we're going through the crumbling, it can feel a bit hairy, scary. And that's the bit I want you to hold your energy, your faith, your trust, your love, because that energy that is so beautiful is what helps lift and shape the new world. All right. So let's have a little look what else we've got in your comments. Hi. Hello to the team. Well, that's nice. It's nice to recognize my spiritual team as well as me. We work collaboratively, you know. This Virgo's been a hermit, but I don't want to participate with people, but I want sunshine and outdoors. That's fine. That's fine. Winding down from the snake shedding energy, it has been exhausting, hasn't it? All right. I've been more tired over the last few months than I think I've ever been. All right. Let's tune in a little bit more then. Let me see if I can find some more information. I'm just going to hold this beautiful crystal. This is a Lemurian quartz, clear quartz crystal. It's very powerful. Connects me with very high realms. All right. There's the higher realms and then they go on and on and on. So let me just see what comes through. Message for the collective, please, at this time. So that's the first thing I'm hearing is, and breathe, and breathe. Right, bring your attention into your breath. As you bring your attention into your breath, you connect in with your heart and your body and your inner being and your inner self, and realize that you are at one with all parts of you, including the all that is within you. As you connect within the all that is, you connect automatically with the all without. As above, so below, as within, so without. So when you connect there, you feel, when you consciously put your attention into it, the oneness of all, the oneness of we as a collective, as we as a people, as we as a planet, and the love that we have for humankind, for the universe, for the planets and the beings of light that help us, for the angelic guardians that watch over us and assist us. They are all with you. They are always with you. They are accessible to you all. But the access is through the heart, through the breath, not through the mind. So bring your breath into your heart, and as you breathe, visualize, intend, or ask for any beings of light to help you, any guidance to help you. Let them show the way. Let them light the path for you so that you can see the way. We don't want you fumbling around in the dark. Enough of that already, as you would say. Much of 2025 was that for you. Fumbling around in the dark, shedding layer upon layer, skin upon skin, making disruptive but necessary changes to your world and to your life. Now is the time to breathe, to let go, to embrace the new beginnings. And in that, to embrace yourself. For you are magical, you are magnificent, you are worthy, and you are ready. And now you are ready to step into your power, your being, your oneness, your light, and your creative flow. So what is it that you would like to create? We hear you. We hear your thoughts, we hear your sighs, we hear your cries. Allow them to be infused with love, and they are received much more powerfully, cohesively, than those that are infused with desperation and despair. We know your despair. We understand. But try now, as much as you can, to embrace the release of that which has gone and stepping into this excitement, anticipation, curiosity, wonder of what is unfolding right now. It is exciting times. You will see before you several paths over the coming weeks and months. And it is all right of whichever path you choose. For some of you, there will be multiple paths, and you may hesitate and fear. This path is wrong. This path is better. This path is the best. And in that, you create pressure and fear. And that is the old way. The new way is simply to allow yourself the open-minded curiosity of the being that you are, and trust that all the paths will eventually take you where exactly you are meant to be. Some of them may be a more rocky route, and you may say to yourself, I choose not to have a rocky route. But you see, within that rocky route, there can be wondrous connections that you meet along the way to help you through those rocks. There may be and will be resilience, strengthening, toughening up that can be gained through the rocky paths, all of which serve you and make your future paths even smoother. And yes, indeed, there are smooth paths you can take right now. And those of you needing the smoother paths will automatically find your way onto them, because your whole being cries out for smoothness, ease, comfort. And so you will find your way to that path. Others will feel instinctively, I think I want to go that path, and not minding whether it is less rocky or less bumpy, just saying this is the path that appeals. You see, when you can trust your inner knowing, your inner guidance, which is your soul, your intuition, your higher self, and your God force all combined, when you can trust them, that they will only ever guide you in your highest and best interests. And they would not guide you down a rocky path unless there was something there that was very beneficial for you to gain. So when we trust, we allow. You see, it is a we. There is you, the human you. There is you, your soul, your higher self, your God force. There is you, your spiritual team. There is you, your past self, your child self, your future self. All of this is a we. So allow the we to choose the path that just feels right for you in the moment, and let go of overanalyzing and fearing which is the best path, the easiest path, the right path, the wrong path, and just see that all paths are equal and lead to the same place. They just do it in a different way, and that's all right. The emphasis, the focus for 2026 is on building something new. And so to do something new means going down a new path. When you embrace it with curiosity, not fear, that path is exciting. Fear is the old order that is moving out. Control, power, abuse of power, limiting power, restricting power, moving out. Instead, stepping into empowerment from a place of love, wonder, and curiosity. It is in this that you will find your greatest triumphs. So trust the we within you, and all will be well. So ahead of you, which you want to know, over the next month, significant energetic, astrological, and to a certain extent, biological changes within you from the different energies that are coming down. Simply embrace them and allow and trust. Exciting times. Then through March, a little quieter until we move into the new astrological year, and then a new burst of energy breaking through. And then a few weeks of a little quieter, and then again in April, new bursts of energy breaking through. May, a little quieter again. And then June, July, August, big bursts of energy breaking through. So see this year ahead of you as an opening year to all that you will become. Know that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. And allow yourself to congratulate yourself, be proud of yourself, and know how far you have come and how much you have triumphed over adversity, grown through challenges, difficulties, pains, and each awakens you more to who you are and to your potential and to your infinity. There are questions. All right, let us allow ourselves to answer some questions directly. Okay, I am looking at the chat now. Those that ask for prayers for them, they are instantly sent the moment that you ask for them. They are already on their way. That is beautiful. I release the past. I forgive those that want me harm is a beautiful sentiment, a beautiful energy, a beautiful vibration. I release the past and forgive all and any that harmed me, including myself, because you judge yourself so harshly, you see. I shouldn't have done that. I was in the wrong place, the wrong time. I was silly. I was stupid. No. You were always exactly where you were meant to be. You may not have consciously chosen it, but your soul or your energy vibration chose it. So forgive all and don't forget you. All right? All right. Let's see what else you would like to know. The eclipse of the 17th of February. Eclipses the moon. It's a solar eclipse. Eclipses out the light briefly for you to be able to truly go within and embrace all that you are. Because you see, you are very good at noticing the light within you. You are not so good, perhaps, at noticing the darkness within you, which is only an absence of light. You fear it, you ignore it, you push it away, you turn the other way. Use this eclipse to turn towards it. What part of me is in fear? What part of me is disallowing my power, my love, my light? What part of me is frightened of my light? Go into it, embrace it, but also celebrate with this lunar eclipse. Embrace. Look at half the world's population. There's slightly less than half the world population will be celebrating the Chinese New Year on the 17th. And it is all very loud and proud and bangy and celebratory and exciting. Let's harness that energy and spread it to the other half of humanity, even those that will not necessarily be doing parades and dragons and excitement. But the energy is contagious, so use it. The energy on the 20th with these conjunctions will be what you would term to be quite tense, uncomfortable, but it is fleeting. It is a coming together of opposing forces. You see, this is part of what has been planned for a long, long time. You see, you have over here one force and over here another force, the light, the darkness, the good, the bad, the power, the disempower, all these polarities, opposites. You see, when these two planets conjunct on the 20th for the first time in many thousands of years, it's a coming together of these two opposites, which is everything that you as peoples have been asking for. Why can we not come together? Why can the opposing sides not find a middle ground, a harmony, a balance, an understanding? It is these two planets coming together are leading the way. And initially, bang, they may butt heads and it may feel uncomfortable. And then they will find a way to settle down and work with each other. So you see the planets lead the energy, they bring it in, they shine it down upon you, and then you feel that energy and then you can run with it. So moving forward after the 20th of February, then be aware of any of that polarity, opposites banging into each other within your world, within your beliefs, within your what's possible, what's impossible. Feel them banging up and then allow them to merge gently together to find a new way forward that is in harmony. That is the truth of the coming months, and indeed the results of that into the coming decades. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. All right. Let's have a look. What else do we have? Is there anything else you want me to answer? Yes, they're saying yes. Let me just scroll up. They'll show me where. The angel numbers. There's a question here about seeing repeated numbers, 111, 333, 444. What does this mean? These numbers, this synchronicity, is in a direct result of your own alignment. Each of the numbers, and it's very easy for you to find out with an online search about repeated numbers, but 1 to 9 mean different things. And when you see that number repeated, it's a strengthening of that number. So the number 1 is the I, the self, and the honoring of self, of being aware of self, of mastery of self, of being the director of your life, of taking charge of your life. So when you see 1-1, the master number 11, that is being very much aware of self in a stronger way. 1-1-1, 1-1-1-1, more and more and more. When you see 2s are partnerships, building, creating. 3s are growth, expansion, joy. When you see 4s, foundations, home, stability, health, finances, anything that is related to your foundations. 5s, change. 5-5, big change. 5-5-5, very big change. And so working through these numbers, when you see repeated numbers, they are prompting you to harness that energy. Even if you yourself feel you haven't fully stepped into it, if you are seeing 1-1-1 everywhere, but you don't feel particularly powerful or in charge of your own life, those numbers are saying, but you see, you are. So step into it, own it, recognize it, embrace it. That is why you will keep seeing repeated numbers. Once you have embraced it, harnessed that energy, you will find you're not seeing those numbers all the time anymore. All right? All right. Any other messages? No, they don't want me to go to the chat now. This is me back. They're still here, but they've stepped back a little bit. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards. All right. Any final messages for the collective, please? All right. So this isn't for the next week. Clearly, they've been talking about the next certainly the next month or so. So I'll put this on the playlist of the timeless readings and also for the weeklies. Okay. All right. So we have, what have we got? The Queen of Wands. Very perfect energy for what we are approaching and what I felt today with that creative energy, this dynamic, determined, go getting, do it now, get on with it, don't hesitate. That's the Queen of Wands. That's the creative flow. Whatever she wants, she moves towards. She doesn't hesitate. She's not frightened. She doesn't believe, oh, I can't, that wouldn't work, I'll fail. That's not the Queen of Wands. She's saying, I'm making this happen. There's no ifs or buts or maybes. There's no doubt in my mind. You are stepping into your power. So feel it and embrace it. Let's find out some more. Tell me more, please, for the collective. I'm enjoying this live. I don't do this often enough. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands with the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Lovers and the King of Wands. So we've got the King and the Queen of Wands now. Let's unpack this. Let's have a little look. So we're in our power with the Queen of Wands. Determined, beautiful, attractive, knowing what I want, going to get it. Now we're coming up against some resistance with the Five of Wands, some competition, some battle energy. This ties in with the channeled message about the energy that we're moving into in the next couple of weeks. Some of it quite tense, uncomfortable. But this is to bring together or release, to bring out, to sort out opposing forces. So we have that sort of clashy energy a little bit. And we have the Seven of Swords. Now, this is predominantly a card of deceit and deception. It's also strategy. So are we in this battle energy because we are really looking at what is real and what is not, what is lies and what is deception? You see, it's not always obvious that it's lies. Very often it looked like the truth, but it was an illusion. This is linking in with, is it Neptune? I'm not an astrologer, but the planet that's all about dreams has just moved out of Pisces and into Aries. So I think it's Neptune. So when it's in Pisces, we see all the dreams, and it's beautiful to have those dreams, and some of them work and some of them don't. Now that it's moved into Aries, which is much more, it's the number one, it's about the self, it's about the I, it's about reality, and it's a warring energy. It's like, I'm not taking any nonsense. So Aries is saying that dream was a BS. That dream was not real. That dream had no legs. It had no basis. It had nowhere to go. So I don't want to look at that Five of Wands. Says I want to hang on to that dream. And the reality says, yeah, well, you can't. You can't. Well, you can try, because we've got the Lovers with the King of Wands. Now, the Lovers is making a choice, making a decision. And again, two meanings with this card, like the Seven of Wands, making a choice, also Lovers. So for some of you, this can be about a relationship, particularly as we have, I can't hold them all up at once, I'm used to doing it on the table on them. We've got the King and the Queen of the same suit, which is often a dynamic couple. And we have this clashing energy. So for some of you, this can be about your relationship, perhaps with your significant other. Doesn't have to be your lover. This could be a child, a family member, a friend, a job, anybody or anything you're in relationship with that you may well have been kidding yourself was going to work out. It'll be all right. It'll get better. If that's been your mantra for some time, over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see that if it could have got better, it would get better. If it's not getting any better, now is the time with that Five of Wands to finally acknowledge it, even if it's uncomfortable. I am kidding myself. This is not working. So then I take my power with the King of Wands and make choices and decisions. And so however this plays out for you with this Lovers card, It's all about making the decision from your heart, not your head. So we have a decision to make. Am I going to fight this with the 5 of Wands? Am I going to stay in battle energy? Am I going to allow myself to continue fighting, pushing against an energy that is clearly false, not working? And am I ready to make a decision? Because this is the Gemini card, which starts at the end of May, it may take you from now till May to make that decision. But this may not be about a relationship. The Lovers is generally about make a decision. So there is some battle energy here, but we've got the King and the Queen of Wands in that dynamic, determined, go-getting energy to sort it out. So let's see what the outcome is then. Let's have some more information, please. What is the outcome? What's the outcome? They're saying there is no doubt about the outcome. There is only so long you can rail against something before you realize that railing doesn't help and doesn't work. Acceptance is the key, and through the acceptance you then make the changes, and that is the energy you are moving into. So you have the Knight of Cups with the Queen of Coins. Now she's very grounded, very intuitive, very powerful, very safe and secure. And the Knight of Cups there is saying taking action on your happiness, on what fulfills you, enriches you, what lifts you, taking action so that you can ground yourself, that your life is stable and secure, because that is what you want. So no more living on the knife edge of, are we having another battle today? Is this ever going to settle? It comes to a head where it's done. Now, we haven't got the Death card here. We haven't got the ending, 6 of Swords. We haven't got the walking away card, the 8 of Cups. So we're not necessarily ending a relationship here. But what you are doing is looking at what is uncomfortable, what is tense, what is tight, what is false. And you're taking action on it. And you're taking that action from a very empowered place with that King and Queen, beautifully balanced of Wands, taking powerful action. Okay, and so bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands with the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so and we've got the Wheel of Fortune underneath that with the 4 of Coins, 9 of Coins, no, 4 of Coins. Let's look at these 3, and then we'll have an angel card. So the 8 of Wands, good news, forward movement. Minor Arcana equivalent of the Chariot. So things will start to move forward. So we may find, we're on the 9th, that as we move through this month and we get past that 20th, when those 2 planets conjunct, we'll find that we can move forward easier. But we're moving forward now, right? That energy is already there. It's picking up momentum. Right, so we're going to allow that energy to move forward, and it feels good because we've got the 3 of Cups. We've got a celebration here. So if this is news that you're waiting on, that news is coming through, and this is cause to celebrate. So it feels really, really nice, and you are moving into the Ace of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful. The Ace of Cups with the fish, it's a new beginning. We are, and the fish is Pisces, and we're in Pisces season right now. No, we're not. We're in Aquarius season. We're moving into Pisces season soon. This Ace of Cups is the flow, the abundance, the happiness, the joy. That is what we're moving into. And the wheel is helping us. The Wheel of Fortune is fortunate, it's prosperity, it's success, it's timing, karma, fate, destiny, the stuff that is meant to happen. And it's all meant to happen right now. All right. Now, that doesn't mean today, in this minute, in this moment, but the energy is there now. And I want you to pick it up and run with it and trust that it's unfolding. Each of us are going to be in a very different place by the end of this year. Each of us, right? in a better place, a stronger place. And it might feel a little chaotic because of the things that are dismantling around us. But just know and trust that what is being birthed out of it is so much better for everybody. But sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. Yeah. Sometimes we have to have something so obviously not working that we say, how have we allowed that? And then as a people, we take our power and the whole thing collapses and we rebuild on something that is better and fairer. We are, as a collective, in the middle of that energy right now, as individuals, as countries, and as a global collective, in the middle of that right now. So just trust that out of this is the golden age, is the land of the free, is the empowered, stronger version of you, and just do your bit. Don't worry so much about what's going on with your country or your nation or your continent. Just be focusing on you. Send love out and positivity out to the rest. Be aware of it, but don't allow anything to panic you. Observe rather than be sucked in, drawn in. When we observe from a place of empowered awareness, we see much more clearly what's going on in the bigger picture. And then we're much more able to take a step back and just pour love into the situation. All right. So some very exciting special times. Let's have an angel card to finish off. Okay. Final message for the collective. And I will have a look at some of your message before I sign off. All right. Oh, number 11, master number of the I am creator. And that is where we started this transmission at the beginning, nearly 40 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, when I was saying to you, I can feel this creative energy bubbling up and getting stronger. And here it is. I am creator. All right, you are in your creative flow, and notice the thoughts. All right, the creativity is coming out of her desires, her mind, her thoughts, her inspiration, because she's connected to the I am. And the I am is your God self, your creative force, your creative flow, your divinity. You are creator and you are creating. So enjoy. All right. All right. Let me have a little look at some of your questions. If there's some comments, I just have a quick hello. I'm not answering individual questions, my darling. Sorry. All right, just scrolling down. They'll tell me, because I can read these all after. And I will do. This chat replay will stay up with the video, okay? So if you want to watch this again, you'll see the comments coming in if you want to see the chat replay. So I hope that was helpful for you all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to check out the new membership options, it's on the membership tab on my homepage, on my channel page. Okay, there's 3 tiers now, and so if you want to join me on there, I'm going to be going live on those members only on a fairly regular basis, but I will still try and do, I will do some lives for you as well. So I hope that was helpful. I will be back in the next few days with another random message for you. Okay, have a lovely day. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure to connect with you and to read for you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.